Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. My name's InsideAgameR. Welcome back to X-Plane 11. I had to think about what I was playing then. Welcome to another Simply Connect VA flight. We are in Hamburg this evening. We will be flying to Heathrow. I've actually never flown into Heathrow on any of my streams, so I thought, man, why would we do Heathrow? Hello to all the mods members in the chat. Hello to everyone that's there. Who have we got? Ellis Matthews, hello. Stephen Bradley, Glenn B Gaming, Ross Farrelly, Curtis Hard, of course, Caliwax, Harvey. It's weird not saying Harvey Young, but Harvey's here. Brendan Cross, who else got? Arjun, hello mate. KM Repaints, Main Streets, Richard, Stephen Mansell, Stephen Bradley. I don't know if I've already said your name, but hello, and welcome to the stream. Now, some of you might be wondering, hey, it's the UK update day. Why are you not playing Microsoft Flight Simulator? Good question. I haven't got it downloaded yet. Most of it's downloaded now. I've done 19 of the 21 gigabyte. So at the end of the week, we will do a flight. We might do some GA stuff with the with Simply Connect and have a look at some of the sites to be seen. But no, so tonight we are doing an A321 from Toliss. Like I said, we're going to be going from Germany back to London. Christis, hello. Nut, hello. Oh, Nut, where have you been? I haven't seen you flying in weeks. Where have you been? It feels like weeks, probably a day. Yeah, I've just had to take a little bit longer because X-Plane also updated, and for some reason I got a crash, and I don't know why. But anyways, here we go. We're here in Hamburg. This is a freeware airport that I've picked up from the org store. It's not too bad for a freeware. We've got all our lovely Simply Connect ground staff and crew now working on the aircraft, which is pretty neat, I think. So look, guys, let's just get straight into this. Let's start the setup. Let's start doing all the things that we need to do. Okay, very first things first. External power, which is already on. Batteries, of course, they're already on. Just to double check. We can now align the EDDH. We're going to flick on our radio panel here. Up behaving camera. Whoa, whoa. Okay, arm emergency lighting, no smoking, and seatbelt signs. I don't know if the volume is a bit low. I'll crack it up a little bit for you guys. There we go. And that's okay for the moment. I mean, we can flick on our beacon because, look, we're going to be thinking about some sort of engine start fairly soon. Okay, so yeah, usual stuff that I forgot to do before the stream. We're going to turn up all the brightnesses of our screens just so we can see what the hell's going on today. Nice. Should be a nice flight. Hopefully a nice landing. We all know I made a huge mistake the other night. Yes, I forgot to put the landing gear down when I landed. But I'll be honest with you, I actually got a very good landing rate, so I think it's okay. Okay, make sure you flick on your radio panels down here as well, guys. So that's all well and done. We can actually start thinking even about this flight plan. And we're going to go down to our plugins, and we need to bring up our Toliss screen as well. Within this, we are going to quick align as usual. There we go. And we can now start looking at our performances and what we're doing today. Okay, so we're going to load the flight plan. I've already got it in here. There we go. Flight number today is IAG 523. There we go. Cost index and stuff, I actually haven't got a clue. I did not write any of it down for a change. Give me 1 second. Sim brief up. And also what we will do is get self-loading cargo activated while we're waiting for sim brief to load. There we go, we've got all our
Cabin crew, we're ready to get going now, so as soon as you're ready you can open the doors and start letting the passengers on board. Thank you.
No problem.
Cost index of 5 for today's flight. We're going to be cruising up to flight level 280. There we go, nice. Just checking our block fuel. Block fuel today should be about 6.2. 0.2, quick fuel, nice. Zero fuel weight. We need a little bit more in here. 72. Okay, 70. We'll put an extra 100 in just in case. 71.295. That looks good to me. I'm happy with that. So if we go to our init B page, we're now going to type in these values here. I will be back to the chat once we kind of set up. Okay, that was annoying. 71. Okay, we have to do it by mouse. It doesn't want to work on the keyboard. 71.2. We got to put in our slash here, and we are 27.5. 27.5. There we go. Block fuel is 6.3. There you go, there's our fuel weights for today. We'll go to our flight plan. We will be departing runway 23 today. So here we go, 23. I don't know what we're taking. We should really talk to pilot to ATC, really, shouldn't we? That would make a lot of sense right now. Okay, just simply 1025 ready to copy IFR clearance. Hello. Oh, it's there, but there's no volume to her. That's interesting. Where's my volume for PTA? I'm just trying to have a quick look here. Sounds fine. Why can't I hear my pilot to ATC? Because she's directed to the speakers. Okay, I don't know.
Simply 1025 rear back correct. Altimeter 3000, let us know when you're ready for pushback.
Okay, simply 025 clear to Echo Golf Lima Lima, fly the WSN 2B departure with the WSN. Okay, so yeah, we're all good here. So the WSN is what we're looking for here. WSN 2B seems to be what we're looking for, and enter that into the flight plan. Perfect. Let's get our taxi clearance while we're here. Simply 1025 request taxi to runway 23.
Simply 1025 taxi to runway 23 via taxiway Sierra, Alpha Echo, hold short runway 23.
Taxi to runway 23 via taxiway Sierra, Alpha Echo, hold short runway 23, simply 1025.
Okay, our rotation speed today is 162. We'd be flexing to 41. Wow, nice low flex. Got a long runway here, obviously. And we're always a flaps 1 departure. Okay, that is pretty much that side of things good to go. We can check our flight plan very quickly. We just put up our flight plan, change this to plan. Let's bring this in a little bit. So we're going straight out over to London. There we go. We'll find out what ATC wants to give us a little bit later on. We're going to be going straight up to level 280, and let's just flick on the APU here at this point as well and see what's going on in the chat. What have we got here then? The wheels on the Airbus go up and down and down and down, and wheels on the Airbus go up and down unless you're IAG. Hello Christus and Nut, I've already said hello. Gerton, hello mate.
Hello Captain, all passengers are on board.
Callywhax, I'm doing
Fantastic.
good. I love the new NHS livery. Yeah, Christus is looking pretty
Once
tasty.
you've been on
I
board
must
and given that to us, you can
where
close
did you
the
say you
doors
get free airports again?
and
I
you'll
will
get
send
going.
you the link, Stephen Bradley. Is that wheels I see? Yes, we may see wheels. Waiting to see Simply Connect hopefully land with gear down at the nearest airport. 8 people flying for the virtual airlines this evening. Is there quite a few flying? We'll have a look in a minute. What kind of internet connection do you have inside? Not a very good one. Why? It's just Ireland, and at the moment currently with the restrictions as well, we're all being restricted on the internet as well, which doesn't help. So it's normally a little bit better than this, but it's a lot slower currently. Blah blah blah. Hence why I haven't done any videos in 1080p, because for me to upload say a 20-minute video in 1080 can take up to like an hour and a half, as where 720 it'll be done in 15 minutes. A little bit of laziness I suppose as well. You need to give us a better view of this NHS livery. Yes, we are going to go have a look outside. We're just going to flick on the APU quickly, and then we're going to take a look on the outside. Here is the beauty. We can start getting rid of some of this ground handling as well. There we go. They can all start driving away. We're done with them. There we go. So this is the Simply Connect livery for the charity event that we're going to be doing from next week on. As you can see, the donation bar down on the bottom there. It's actually risen since yesterday. It's on 112 euros now. I put a target of 200. You guys are doing very, very good. Thank you for all the support. I'm sure the guys will really appreciate it. Hopefully next week we can smash it. And we set a couple of targets within my communities of my virtual kind of companies, and if you guys all hit your targets, you know, I'll be donating as well. So yeah, it's all pretty good. I love this. Look, it's got the buses, the airplanes, and the trucks. Doesn't like being up close though.
Hi there, we're ready to go up here, so once everyone's on board, please feel free to close the doors and we can get going.
Okay, good. We're going to turn off the external power. APU bleed is now on. We're actually pretty good for engine starts here.
Okay, great. We're almost done.
Look forward to getting in some flights with it. Yep, 100 flights we have to complete. You're going to be seeing your challenge. It'll be going live very, very soon on the website. Okay.
Hi, Captain. All passengers are on board and doors have been closed.
Okay,
Awesome.
thank you.
Simply 1025, ready for pushback and engine start.
Simply 1025 pushback and engine start approved.
Pushback and engine start approved. Simply 1025.
Okay, we just plan our better pushback.
Ground to cockpit. Plan acknowledged. Call me through the menu when you're ready.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is your captain speaking, and on behalf of myself, the first officer, and the cabin crew, I'd just like to give you a warm welcome on board the aircraft. As you may have noticed, we've now closed the doors and expect to be departing in just a few moments. If you could get yourself seated and secured while we get ready for pushback, it would be most appreciated. If you require any assistance from the cabin crew, please press the button above your head and be sure to listen to the safety briefing that we'll be playing in a few moments. You'll hear from me again once we reach our cruising altitude, but for now, once again, welcome aboard and thank you for flying with us.
Okay guys, we're going to set flaps to 1 while we're sitting here, engines to ignition. Lovely, we're going to turn up this side as well because I don't like it being dark. There we go, we've got to see some lights. Weather's not great, I'll be honest with you, it's pretty windy for our departure. Hopefully it won't be too bad. See how we go. Don't know why they just sit there. There we go. Okay, so go back to the chat then very quickly. Nice livery, mate. Yeah, perfect. There is one for Microsoft Flight Simulator. We have it. It won't be live for you guys for another maybe day or so. But yeah, Microsoft Flight Simulator now does have the NHS livery as well. Thanks to everyone who has donated so far. It makes a huge difference. Yeah.
Okay.
Everyone's been really good so far.
Closed. Ready to connect. Set parking brake.
Okay, we can now sort out our parking brake. And push us back or what? I did my first landing with real weather earlier. It was an experience, yeah. Especially if the weather's pretty dodgy out there. Yeah, it's good fun. I much prefer landing with real weather with X-Plane than I do Microsoft Flight Simulator.
Inserted. Release parking brake. Starting pushback, and you may start the engines.
Oh no, my keyboard died. Sugar, sugar, sugar. Hang on. Gotta get the cable. I can't turn on my engines. Oh, for frig's sake. It's always something. There we go. Okay, we're gonna flick on engine number 2. We're gonna watch that do its job. Oh yeah, what a nightmare. Hopefully that's it for the whole stream though. Okay, we can throw in our airports here while we're waiting. Here we go. Where are we currently? We're in EDDH. Have a look at our chart for today.
Outdoors, thank you.
Okay, so we're leaving 2-3, so literally we're going there. We're not going very far today on our taxi charts.
Ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of the crew, I ask that you please direct your attention to the monitors above as we review the emergency procedures. There are 6 emergency exits on this aircraft. Take a minute to locate the exit closest to you. Note that the nearest exit may be behind you. Count the number of rows to this exit. Should the cabin experience sudden pressure loss, stay calm and listen for
Okay, let's flick on
instructions
engine
from
1.
the cabin crew. Oxygen masks will drop down from above your seat. Place the mask over your mouth and nose.
Hi, Captain. The cabin is secured. All doors contact. We're ready to go.
Make sure that your own
Okay,
mask is
thank
on
you.
first before helping your children. In the unlikely event of an emergency landing and evacuation, leave your carry-on items behind. Life rafts are located below your seats and emergency lighting will lead you to your closest exit and slide. We ask that you make sure that all carry-on luggage is stowed away safely during the flight. While we wait for takeoff, please take a moment to review the safety data card in the seat pocket in front of you. Thank you for your attention. We hope you enjoy the flight.
Operation complete. Please set parking brake.
Parking brake set.
Disconnecting tow. Stand by.
Okay, throw this back to Arc. Well, I'm going to put the 27R arrival in because that's what I'm expecting. For some reason it doesn't look like the flight plan is all there. We should be coming in. We'll find out. Log 2H.
Tow is disconnected and bypass pin has been removed. Hand signal on the right. I'll see you next time and have a safe flight.
What should be happening here? The third dot should have come on. I'll put that into manage mode. I don't know why that was different. All is good. Okay, so we are good to go. We can change the ignition now back. We're going to just go up above here now. We're going to turn off the bleed and the APU. At this point as well, we're now going to turn on our runway and our taxi lights. We should be good to taxi, guys. Let's hope for a good one, eh? Okay, parking brake released. And we are going all the way down to the end, apparently. We're going miles. Look at that. We're literally going here. I don't know why we just don't turn off here. We do what ATC ask us to do. But yeah, look. Livery's looking amazing. As soon as we get up in the air, we will be back with the chat. Because I currently can't see anything, unfortunately.
Simply 1025 contact tower on 121.27. Enjoy your morning.
Tower on 121.27 simply 1025.
Okay. We're going to hold short now, just do our final little bits of checks. Tower, simply 1025, ready for departure at runway 23.
Simply 1025, winds are 157 at 5 knots, cleared for takeoff. Runway 23, squawk 6052.
Cleared for takeoff. Runway 23, squawking 6052, simply 1025.
Okay, so we're squawking 6052. Okay, TRA is on. And there we go, that is our active squawk. Okay guys, arm spoilers, max auto brake, everything else is looking okay up here. Let's change our lights now. Let's put our landing lights on, change our nose to takeoff, turn off our runway taxi lights. Strobes can now go on, wings and navigation.
For takeoff, please.
Why the hell not? Okay guys, good for takeoff. Bit of a rolling start here for us. Like I said, as soon as we get out, I will be back with you guys in the chat, and I'll catch up with the chat. Throwing our arc here. Flexing to 45. Maybe that's enough on this runway. Okay, man flex. We have movement. Plunger check. Okay, V1 and rotate. Pulling back up on the stick. Positive climb, gear up.
Positive climb, gear up.
Check. Okay, so we're going to follow the departure out ourselves. Quite an easy departure out of here this evening. Looking nice. Okay, down into level climb.
Simply 1025 climb and
Flaps
maintain
up.
flight level 100. Contact Hamburg radar director on 118.2. Enjoy your morning.
Climb and maintain flight level 100 radar director on 118.2 simply 1025. Radar director simply 1025
Okay, we can
climbing to
disarm
flight level
the
100.
speed brakes.
Simply 1025 good morning. Radar contact.
Okay, let's throw on the old AP for a minute. Let's go read the chat because I haven't read it in a while. Looks like my real weather at Microsoft is broken after the update, really not working at the moment. Yeah, it's actually in the change logs that there is a known fact that the real weather is still not working with Microsoft Flight Simulator. Could be all day to sort out my camera views and explain Nightmare, yeah mate. As long as the plan and the FMS is properly, then the descent on the bus is easy. Yep, Steve Bradley will show you that. Yeah, the Airbus will manage its own descent. But hello guys, hello to everyone that is there, hello to everyone in the chat. A bit of a cloudy Hamburg, cloudy Germany. That looks absolutely disgusting. Contact tower, my P2 ATC. Yeah, once you're at the end of the runway there, but you have to make sure you're at the exact point that it asks you to be. So any of you using Pi 2 ATC, Richard, what I suggest you do, on the big map picture, you see it says info, frequencies, WX for weather and taxi. If you click the taxiway it's given you, you can follow the blue line if you wish. They won't clear you for tower unless you follow that taxi procedure. So don't forget to do that. It's very, very important with Pi 2 ATC. It's very finical. If you do not do everything it asks you to do, it's not going to work. 737 soon. Well, we all know what happened the last time I flew the 737. Yeah, look, we'll do a zero flight again pretty soon, I'd say. Andy's becoming a champion, so maybe what we'll do a shared flight with Andy and let him land it. Thrustmaster Airbus throttle quadrant seems to be fully functional now of the update. Yep. Yeah, the only thing with me about the quadrant, as much as I like it, for you guys, like if I just sit here and start flicking buttons, it doesn't make any sense. So I probably will pick it up, but you know, if I just sit here and say engine 1 start, you know, unless I get a second camera. Can you do a video at some point on how you properly use PX ATC? Steve Bradley, I did. It was a basic version. It says it's for Microsoft Flight Simulator, but it's exactly the same setup. But if you guys want me to do another one now that I know more, I'm more than happy to do another Pi 2 ATC video. It has taken me a while.
1025 climb and maintain flight level 160. Climb and maintain flight level 160 simply 1025.
And make sure we now change to our standard pressures, guys. Should have done that a little while ago. Anyways, no big deal. And we're going to throw out our range here now that we are climbing. Just about to hit 10,000.
Simply 1025 contact Bremen Center on 125.1.
Okay, landing lights off, guys.
Enjoy your morning. Center on 125.1. Take care. Simply 1025. Center simply 1025 climbing to flight level 160.
Simply 1025 good morning. Radar contact. 1000 few. 3000 scattered. 5000 overcast. Temperature 7. Dew point 6. Altimeter 3000. Arriving runway 09. Departing runway 09. Advise on initial contact you have echo.
Who the hell is that talking? A little bit confused. Who the hell was that talking in my ear hole? Okay, so yeah.
Information echo. 1000 Zulu weather. Wind 180 at 5 variable 160 to 210. Visibility 5. Rain. Sky conditions 1000 feet. 3000 static. 5000 overcast. Temperature 7. Dew point 6. Altimeter 3000. Arriving runway 09. Departing runway 09. Advise on initial contact you have echo.
Okay, I'm not entirely sure why somebody else was talking over my frequencies. I think I fixed it. We will find out very, very soon. No.
1000 Zulu weather. Wind 180 at 5 variable 160 to 210. Uterson information echo.
Apparently this
Radar director simply 1025 climbing to flight level 160.
Simply 1025 good morning. Radar contact. 3000 scattered.
Radar good morning, Condor 596, flight level 350 inbound orbit.
Altimeter 3000. Arriving runway 09.
Condor 596,
Departing
direct
runway 09.
thank you.
Advise on initial contact you have echo.
something to do with that frequency. It seems to be the same frequency as an ATIS. It's so faint I can't quite hear what for.
Uterson information echo. 1000 Zulu weather. Wind 180. Simply 1025 climb and maintain flight level 220.
Climb and maintain flight level 220 simply 1025.
Not too sure what the hell's going on in my ear, guys. It's a bit weird. Yeah, and that woman, I don't know where the woman came from, because my frequencies are matching this, and actually what it was saying was Pilot to ATC was saying nothing. Landing gear, landing gear. Why did we do that? Yeah, it is probably worth doing. Yeah, look, I have a lot more experience now, you're right. Yeah, it probably is worth... I know a lot more about it than I did. So yeah, look, I will do an updated video for it. Okay, I'll make sure it's on my list for this week. I'm back at a 320 landing, oops. Well, I'm hoping that I'm going to be okay for landing. I've noticed that I've managed to hit back on the leaderboard today. I'm on minus 299. Harvey Young is in front of me at 295. So I think if I can butter this landing for something around 150, I'm going to be right up there again now. And... hopefully I won't be kicked off the list again. But we'll see. But yeah, I'm just having a look at the VA right now on the live map. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 of us flying. Nice. Nut is flying halfway across the world apparently. Where are you flying to, Nut? Man, there's planes everywhere. It's nice. It's good to see. It's good to see so many of us out flying. Okay, desperate for a drink now after all that talking. We're still not quite there. We can't get too comfortable. We are expecting to be put up to 28,000 feet. Okay, Heathrow. Our approach charts. We were planning on coming in on 27 right ILS. Which one? I could not tell you. I'm sure there's no difference in the chart here. 2,500 feet. Okay. Code is 11030, so we'll see what it gives us in a minute. Okay, so a lot of you guys don't really understand the next point of this. Obviously, once ATC give us where we're going, we'll put it in here. If you go to your performance, next page, next page, next page, you need to fill out this approach details, okay? Now, what I use is the bot in the Discord for real weather. So we can fill this in now, it's no big deal. So we'll go up to the meter bot. Any of you that are in the Discord, you can see what I'm doing. For EGLL. Okay, so they're giving us an altimeter of 10.8, so 10.008. That will be our Q and H. Ground temperature apparently is a good 11 degrees. That's quite warm.
Simply 1025 climb and maintain flight level 280.
Okay.
Climb and maintain flight level 280, simply 1025.
Winds are 200 degrees at 15 knots. Okay, this could be a fun landing. 200 degrees at 15. Yep, it could be fun, that one. Visibility should be good. DNH, which would get off the charts here. So our DNH for today's flight is 50. Because it's a Cat 3, you can land at all weathers at Heathrow. So it's, the minimums are always very, very low. And of course we will be a full config for landing. Now I'm not going to do anything else with that. We're going to leave that for a little bit. And we're going to fly our plane. To some extent. So yeah, there we go. It's that simple. We'll talk about it again if we need to. Gotta sort my life out, X-Plane first. I'm a shambles on it. Yeah. Richard, yeah, he's doing a lot of flights, isn't he? I started an Instagram for all my screenshots to take of each flight. Oh, nice, mate. I don't do Instagram myself. I'm in Arizona again. Yeah, I know someone's flying in America. Obviously, it must be you. Stephen Bradley, you're 7th. If you cleaned your butter knife right, it will be smooth. If it isn't butter, then that knife needs scrubbing harder. And make sure we have all landing gear down when we come into land, obviously. Ross, post Discord, yeah. I'm up at 8 AM and finish about 5-6 PM. Yeah, I wish I had that kind of time to fly. I did do a short flight earlier because X-Plane has now updated to 11.52, and on the forums and even some people in here were saying there were crashes. So I did a very short flight from Gatwick to Manchester earlier just to make sure that my system was okay. I loaded up for YouTube 10 past 8 and it crashed. So I'm hopefully we're not going to crash on this flight. Microsoft Flight Simulator just needs a little bit more downloading. Probably have that finished by tomorrow. I don't know what day tomorrow is. Thursday. Oh, we're doing Raft multiplayer tomorrow. So we're doing something a little bit different tomorrow. Which should be quite fun. So we'll probably fit in a flight over the weekend before the event next week. So we will find something. Hello, Blue Eyes Gaming. Welcome, mate. I'm getting check takeoff error. I'm not sure what error you've got. No, it's just the first day. What a lot of problems are actually happening is Navigraph Symlink is updated. So a lot of people haven't actually updated the Navigraph Symlink, and that's causing the crashes. That was one of the main ones that was picked up on the forum. The other one was something to do with graphic drivers as well. But mine's working absolutely perfectly. I don't know why it crashed earlier. All looking pretty good. Yeah, we will do the group flight. It is something to do. X-Plane is looking lovely for me. That's all I know. Just make sure everything's looking good up here. I don't think there's anything else that we need to really do. Put that for later. No coffee cups. Toliss is slacking, eh? Oh, that doesn't look great, does it? Getting rough out here. The wind is blowing. See, the aircraft is now shaking.
Contact radar 136, that's 015. 136, 136.
Mine was an old IVO plugin. Yeah, it's generally always plugins when there's updates. A plugin might need updating, but Symlink for Navigraph was updated the other day as well. A lot of people do it. I did a stream this morning. I flew over and checked out the London area. Oh, nice. I didn't see anything this morning. I've been really busy today. How was it? Everyone seems fairly happy with the new update for Microsoft Flight Simulator, I must admit. Like I said, we will do a flight. You know, I'm not too bothered.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are about to start serving drinks. Please make sure your tray table is in the down position and clear any items from the out. Thank you.
I've heard good things though about the update. People seem fairly happy about the update, so that's good. It's always going to go in the right direction eventually. You know. But I'm still going to fly X-Plane, you know, that's not going to change. We're still going to mix up between the two flight simulators.
Ladies and gentlemen, from the cockpit, just to let you know, we've reached our cruise level. We're not anticipating any delays, so hopefully we will have you at your destination on time, as planned. As the cabin crew make their way around the aircraft, please make sure the aisles are clear of any items. And I invite you to sit back, relax, and enjoy the rest of the flight. Thank you.
Thank you. A little better than before the update, at least they have the London Eye and it rotates like in real life. What's the FPS hit like in London, Blue Ice Gaming? Is it heavy or is it fairly decent now? Okay guys, we're just crossing over to the Netherlands right now. Groningen, about to just cross the border. We're going to fly down towards Eham before we go across the water. Top of descent is at Logan today. Before we enter in a nice little zigzag pattern into London Heathrow. Should be the plan. Should be the plan and is the plan. Could be two different things though, but we'll see what happens. I assume all games that are complex are required to be so accurate. Always have a rocky start. Any of these kind of big games like this, yeah, look, sure there's a lot going into it. I did try and get it downloaded and I was going to do some GA flying to some of the landmarks for the VA. They still fly between destinations, just really low. But obviously it didn't download in time. Look, we all know that my internet, well, what internet? Flying over, photorealistic cities are strange, feels like the actual real, and you're there. Yeah, I mean, look, basically all they're doing is if you like manually cached it yourself to the highest quality, it's the same thing really. They're still using the Bing imagery. And it's taking up the same space, so you could have done it yourselves anyways within some elements, but obviously they've added the landmarks that people wanted, you see. My biggest problem with Microsoft Flight Simulator is I just don't feel like I'm flying the plane. I find the physics terrible. Like the controls of any of the aircraft, even the GA ones, I just find it doesn't feel like it's real flying. It looks great, but the physics are terrible in my eyes. It doesn't sit right for me on the controller. Like it, yeah, I don't know. It doesn't matter how much you change its sensitivity and stuff. It feels like it's missing something. Like the weather's not correct. It's not doing the right things. It's hard to tell. Well, my system, I had to change a few things to get the FPS back to where it normally is because the update did mess with my settings. I got running 20-30 FPS and low medium. Oh yeah, that's not too bad. You should try the Orbix UK packs, 18 hours. Well, I'd say I was downloading it for about 7 hours today, and like I said, I've only just done the first part. I still have to do all the imagery stuff afterwards, so yeah, awesome. But hard drive space is killing me. Like, I brought a 500 gigabyte M2E drive just for Microsoft Flight Simulator, thinking it was going to be enough. It's getting very close to the end. 58 Python VA now, not too bad inside, keep the good work. Yep, we are trying to keep people flying with us. We're trying our best. We are adding stuff all the time. The event next week will hopefully be pretty big for the charity event. Yeah, we're doing good. I gave myself a target of about 10 pilots a month, and we're kind of hitting that target, so yeah, everything's going nicely actually. Very happy. Andy's doing a good work, as always. The brains behind everything.
Good morning, Laudermotion. 25 November Zulu, passing 18, landing 240. Request initially 350, Benos. Able. Good morning, Laudermotion. 25 November Zulu, you're right at 6 points.
My microphone is off, which doesn't help. Yeah, we do need to give him some love, that's for sure. Fun VA is kind of like a career mode, gives you a reason to fly with the scoreboards, makes you want to practice and get better. Yeah, apart from that, I'm kicked off the board most of the time. Yeah, no, how many hours are you on now? I'll have to have a look. Have a look at the old pilots. You joined us near the beginning. 134 hours. You're getting there, mate. Yeah, so if you look on the dashboard, I'm just creeped back onto the average February landings, just. But I did have two terrible landings. Well, actually, I have 3 terrible landings so far this month. 2 of them were on the Twin Otter, and my belly flopped the other night. But yeah, Andy's working really hard. He's working too hard. I keep telling him to take a night off. Yeah, that's the way. The same as BCS and the way is to ETS. Yeah, I think I'm pushing 10, as in 100. Yeah. So look. So yeah, the flights I've created. So what the idea is of your challenge is, I think there is 40-something flights, but you'll need to do 2 of each minimum. Now you can do the same one 3 or 4 times. It doesn't matter. It still adds to the 100 flights, but every single flight to every airport needs to be completed. There is long haul and short haul. Spur Media, yeah, sure, why not? We all love X-Plane Hit, and you're obviously more than welcome to come fly in the VA. You're more than welcome. Main Streets, I'm having hard landings lately. Have you not seen mine? I landed, I think it's 290 earlier today. To be honest with you, what's happened to my landings is to change the stick. Now, my old stick that I used, the settings are just perfect out of the box. But this Airbus stick, there's a lot more getting the flare right. It seems to want to come up, and then it doesn't come up enough. And if you just push back a little bit too much on the stick, it comes up too much. It's a really funny one. Yeah. Fair enough. Kat and Andy have been busy in their own private chat room. Kat, go see what I put on the Discord. It's in the members chat, so only the members can see it. Is there a list of Discord for the best X-Plane plugins? Yes, there is, mate. If you just go down on the Discord, go to Flight Simulators, you'll see it says X-Plane useful links. Go click on that, and that'll give you a lot of the freeware useful links. I still need to add a few more to that, actually, but yeah, there's a few to get you going. What I definitely recommend is HD runways. Or absolutely get the freeware airports. Look, my Hamburg was a freeware, it looked beautiful. I am using a paid one for the ground for the mesh that gives it a little bit nicer look. You know, that's not that important. Yeah, and I'm using X-Vision version 2, which just helps the shades, just give you a bit of a better shade, really. But there's a lot of freeware stuff in there, mate. Definitely check them out there. Randomly looking at reviews for coaches, and National Express have 3.5 stars out of 5. Don't ask me why. Yeah, I don't know why, Arjun. I'd say it's because we're too expensive. Hockey drivers back in the day. I don't know. I was always alright with people. Usual bus driver crap. Cat obviously hasn't seen what. That's funny. So about media, yeah, get back into X-Plane. Why not? Come join the VA. I know you're quite busy with your OMSI company, but it's always nice to take a night off and fly some planes. Yeah, next week's a busy week. I can't remember the schedule off the top of my head. I know we're starting with an X-Plane flight. Could be a Microsoft Flight Simulator flight. I don't know which way around we're doing it. Monday we have the OMSI 2 CCS event again. We're doing the London map for the CCS event. Hopefully we'll get quite a few of us for that. Obviously they have their targets. We'll be mixing it between the kind of buses and planes during the week, and we'll be ending up with an ATS stream at the end of the week with a convoy. Oh dear God. Stephen Bradley, yeah, to be fair, National Express isn't paid that well, to be fair. No, yeah, look, for me, it's just the way it feels when I'm flying. Like, when I take over by hand, I just enjoy the way X-Plane feels. If that makes sense. I like Microsoft Flight Simulator too. I have no issues playing both, and I plan to still play both. I don't know where Andy is, but he's it was a good picture. Based on drivers and fare, shame, I agree, tickets are expensive. Yeah, but look, this is why National Express always stood out. We never got the riffraff on the bus, really. People were never normally that bad on the routes that I did. You know, most people were just going to the airports, you know, throw the bags on, get them to there on time, happy days. But yeah, I don't know. Bus drivers will always be bus drivers. Okay, I don't know, we're miles away from top of descent. Okay, so some of you were wondering, so top of descent basically is this white arrow. ATC will probably talk to me by then, but this is where we're going to be starting our descent, okay guys? Now the MACD should already have, if you go into your flight plan, you're going to see here it has its flight levels already. because some of you said you weren't entirely sure. So by Logan, it'll be down to 25,000. Sabre will drop itself down to 16,000, 13,000. So once we've activated the approach mode, all I'm going to do is put in 2,500, and then the aircraft is going to step down in these steps. Okay? Yeah, the scum travel with Megabus. Yeah, that's true. Well, look, when they only charge £1, you know, you can't be surprised by them either. Oh god, I'm laughing at myself. It's terrible.
Charlie, 43 Monk, underground, 128, that's quite 35. 128, 35 Alpha, Whiskey Charlie 431, go back.
The worst thing about National Express is you had to wear your name badge. The people always knew your name. Like they used to do checks. Like if you get to like London Waterloo, they'd have like, or Victoria, they'd have people there to check if we were missing any part of the uniform. We'd be in trouble. But yeah, you just put it on your coat and put the coat on the seat. That you have it with you, just not on you. TripAdvisor is a dangerous thing, really, because most people just lie.
So I check all 4 Mike, contact radar 136, that's 015. 6015, bye-bye, 3015.
Nice and calm up here now, though. Used to fly the old Continental route from Bristol to New York on FSX. I missed the route. It was the only time we really saw the 757s at Bristol. Oh, nice. I forgot you live in Bristol. Are you close to the airport? We were in the lovely A321. Here's a Butte. The approach button I was leaving too late. Yeah, possibly. So look, like I said, once we get a bit closer to it, I'll explain all. People already go onto TripAdvisor and Google reviews to post about the average journey. Yeah, see, that's always the thing. It's either an excellent experience or the worst experience. Or mostly people are just like, oh yeah, make sure you leave a review. We need a good review, good review. Yeah, like TripAdvisor's a load of crap, really. Take it with a pinch of salt. After my plus 3000, for some reason my game doesn't like me landing at Bristol either. Every time I try it and do the approach never works. I don't know, is it a bug or what? I've tried so many times, it just will not land at Bristol. I have to literally manually just fly it in. It will not follow the approach. I don't know why. No idea. To be honest with you, I think traveling national is, the buses were always clean, comfy. I don't know. I use reviews to prepare myself for a trip. I never used to determine whether I use the service or not. More often than not, one bad experience is outweighed by good. Yeah, look, don't get me wrong. You know, I still look occasionally, like if we're looking for a decent pizza in the area. you know, you got to look for the best, has the best reviews. We all use it, but yeah, I take it all at face value as well. I always tell myself, oh yeah, I'll leave a review. It never happens. Okay, we're just going past The Hague. We're about to hit the English Channel now. Yeah, look. That's also true. But 9 times out of 10 it's just the driver being an ass. It does happen. Some of them have been in the job too long. It does break them. That seems. Still no news on my GPU. Managed to snag a PS5 earlier though. That'll have to tide me over. What's going on with your GPU, Kurt? It's been ages now. That was like 3-4 weeks ago. Like, you disappeared for a while. More people leave bad reviews, very few leave good reviews unless they're paid to. Yeah, I don't know about that. I think some people are really into that stuff, and you know, they travel around and they want to, you know, they want to document this stuff. Yeah, I don't know. I don't live close to the airport, too far away for any kind of job without driver's license. Oh man. You have to go get in that car. Have you done a tutorial on the custom views, i.e. the wing views from inside the cabin? Richard, are you on about X-Plane? Like the view I have now, or... Because literally this is just walking until I'm happy. I often wonder why we don't go into HGV work if they hate packs that much. Because I still think bus driving gives you a better lifestyle than HGV work, as much as they don't want to admit it. I mean, HGV work, really, if you want to make money, you need to do continental, really, I think. I think you need to be in the cab 5 days a week, wherever they send you. Yeah, you can't live in Ireland without a car as well. Like, the local shop is like 4.5 miles away. Okay, nice. So how long do you think you might be waiting for? Bet you didn't wish you sold your old one now. I do think bus drivers compared to HGV drivers probably have EV. I mean, look, you don't actually have to get out of your chair all day, moving all the loads. Not as dirty, I suppose. Oh look, so like how I got all these views. So basically, Richard, all you need to do is walk through the cabin using comma and full stop, I think it is. And you walk through the cabin until you're happy. When you're happy where you are, you press control and whatever number on the keypad you want. And that will automatically bind the camera. I hate passengers. I don't mind passengers. To be honest with you, like I said, like when I go into my bus, I just put my earphones in, listen to my podcast, I drive on the roads, I take in the sights. I don't really think about the people. Sometimes, yeah, people can be friggin' hard work. But like I've said many times before, as soon as they start coming on the bus, and you can see the ones that have, they start giving you this huge excuse or reason, I'm just like, look, get on. I don't even fight them, just get on. Can you post your view file? I don't know, mate. I can have a look if it does. No idea how long. I have stock checkers running for Founders Edition. Black Cat Airborne just subscribed. Thanks for the subscription, mate. Much appreciated. If you're watching the stream or not, I don't know, but if you are, thank you, mate. And if they come in, I'll buy it and get a refund. If not, just play the waiting game. Oh man, that sucks. But Andy's kept you waiting long enough. Now you have this issue. So control and full stop to walk through the plane. No, so to walk through the plane, you got to use like your zoom buttons, and you're zooming. And if you hold shift, you'll zoom faster. So it's like shift, not shift. It's full stop and comma. You use your mouse. I'll show you quickly. So yeah, press control and one of my key bindings. Like my cockpit is 7, 8, 9, 4 is outside here, 5 is behind wing, 6 is in front of wing, number 1 is outside. I quite like them sometimes. I've always liked to have a chat with people. Yeah, some people are nice. When you get like the locals on the bus, and well, when they used to be able to sit behind you, you might get the odd passenger maybe talking to you about the day or whatever, you know. And yeah, it's fine to chat with people every now and again. So I don't mind people too much, but you do get some terrible ones. The stream is buffering. I'm very surprised because it says I have excellent connection on my side. I don't know what's going on there, guys. I had to refresh. How weird. Yeah, X-Plane saying
Simply 1025 expect the Logan 2 hotel arrival with the Logan transition for the ILS approach to runway 27 right with the LAM transition at Heathrow. After Zaman cleared direct Logan.
Expect the LOGA2 hotel arrival with the Logan transition for the ILS approach to runway 27 right with the LAM transition after Zaman cleared direct Logan. Simply 1025.
Yeah, we're not too far now, 60 nautical miles from top of descent. The flight plan, we already are doing the 27 right through the Logan, I already put it in. Which now, this is the time, if you're using ATC, this would be the time to do it, but the flight plan wasn't filled in for some reason, so I did it. Just make sure there's no discontinuities. I don't think there is. Everything looks good, yeah. If we go back to our performance page, let's say activate approach, but we're not going to do that just yet. Wait till we get to the top of the descent. Okay. Actually giving us our landing speed of 142 today. 142 is our landing speeds. DH is a category 3, so we don't have to worry about minimums. QNH of 10.08, which we will put into our thing here in a minute. Winds are pretty strong, unfortunately. That's going to be a pain, isn't it? Okay, we've still got a couple of minutes to enjoy the views. We're now over the ocean. Probably a YouTube hiccup, probably. YouTube has been pretty bad recently. We used to have a regular run out of London and had regular passengers, even had a few mobile numbers for in case they were running late. Yeah. Used to get a little old lady who would give me chocolate bar once a week. Yeah, look, there used to be a few like that in Galway as well. They give you like chocolate lollies and stuff. Big bags of sweets. I would come out of high school and meet the old lady who gave me chocolate before she got the bus for work. Now that sounds a little bit weird. But you know, fair enough. Stephen, you there? I don't know if Brendan's still there. Is our G2.5 in the company? Is it a dual door? Someone answer me that question. I can't remember. Is it a dual door? €88 till you hit your target for the charity. Nice one, Bart. Thank you very much. Yeah, we're getting there. Yeah, it's looking good. I think we're about 112 in now. So yeah, we're looking really good for that. I think next week we'll smash it. Did she invite you to the basement too? Yeah, this is a little bit dodgy, I must admit. Even on the bus, I end up giving the chocolate back out to other people sometimes. Oh yeah, it is a dual door. I feel sorry for Andy once he sees what Kat's just put in the Discord. Oh, here he is. You might come on the stream now, eh? That's funny. Driver I took to school used to get me a Greggs on the Wednesday for me after school. Nice. Yeah, I wish someone could buy me some Greggs. They always, the other thing is I always find when you do get the free chocolate and stuff, it's always like the worst brand stuff. Like, what's wrong with just a normal bar of dairy milk? It's always like, the worst one is cream eggs. I cannot stand cream eggs, and over Easter you seem to get a billion cream eggs given to you. Did he have puppies? Okay, that's a little bit different. Yeah, the bloody Scousers nut. We're playing tomorrow night. What you call it? Van der Beek's injured now as well. Werther's Originals on a National Express. Yeah, no, yeah, I haven't really had Werther's Originals in a while. Like I said, the cream eggs. I wish people would not hand out cream eggs. It's like people buy them because they don't like them and then give them to people as like punishment. Okay guys, so look, we're coming to our top of descent. It is getting ever so close now, so we're going to sit in the cockpit for a little bit. We know that we need to be at 2,500. We've put in all the details into the FMC here. So we're all good to go on that. What I will do just very quickly, I'm just going to change this to 10008.
1025, climb and maintain flight level 280.
Climb and maintain flight level 280, simply 1025.
Okay, I have no idea what that's about. Okay, 1008 on this side as well. Okay, just so it's ready for when we get down. Every morning he'd give me a Twix and a bag of Maltesers. Oh, that's bad. That's nice. Look, some drivers are nice. Look, when you have nice passengers, it's okay to do nice things, but yeah. Being Brad, I like cream eggs. I friggin' hate cream eggs. I think if cream eggs were smaller, we'd be okay. I think it's just a bit too much. It just makes me feel sick. But if someone brought me a chicken bake from Greg's or a sausage roll, happy days. No worries, Richard. Okay, so we are looking at our top of the descent very, very soon as we come into London. London, mate, London. I used to work for Heathrow National Express. Used to live around Heathrow as well. Arjun lives around Heathrow, so we're flying to his home airport actually. Okay, so what we're going to do, I'm going to move this now to 2,500. Okay, so I'm going to now switch that over to the hundreds. Like that. It won't change anything until I activate it. Okay, so nothing's going to happen here until I change it. But not until we go past top of descent. My ATC is a little slow on it, but anyways. So the ATC might go a bit mad that we're descending. She's supposed to be linked. Yeah, top of descent is very close to where we are now. So we should be okay. Just ignore her if she gets upset with us. I think you eat cream eggs too quickly. I don't know what it is. I really, really do not like cream eggs. Terrible things. When I become a driver, here's my inspirational driver I want to be. Pepsi run his service with a small delay to make sure regulars never miss the bus. Well, the good thing about Ireland is we're always running with delay because the roads and traffic's just so bad. There's no bus lanes in this country, so if traffic hits, all the buses just rack up hours late. ETA not very long now, guys. I can't actually see the screen. Not long. We're about to start our top of descent here now. It's going to be very much like a group therapy session with everyone random, sweet encounters. Yeah. It's okay, Arjun, I'll put you in timeout for timeout in my Man United counterpart. Oh, hang on.
Simply 1025, descend to cross Logan at flight level 250, then descend via the Loga 2 hotel arrival with the Logan transition to flight level 070, altimeter 2976 at Heathrow.
Okay.
We'll cross Logan at flight level 250, then descend via the LOGA 2 hotel arrival with the Logan transition to flight level 070, altimeter 2976, simply 1025.
Okay, confirm the approach now. So I've now confirmed our approach. The plane will now start slowing itself down to the speeds that it should if we go into our flight plan. So it'll be looking at around 249 as we descend, 282, 233. I might take over the speed myself a little bit later on, but now it'll start descending for us within its stages. We don't have to do anything else at this point. MB Gaming's more like the conversation in the old people's home. Ross, I'm sure mine would probably be just as bad. Yeah, that's also true. That is what I got my gear up. Okay, so Stephen Bradley, that's how it's all done really. It's fairly easy now. It'll bring us down. It's up to you what you want to do. You can control your own speeds. I do like to.
You may have noticed we've begun descending to our destination. We're not expecting any delays, so we should have you on the ground in the next 20 minutes or so. If you could assist the cabin crew by tidying your tray and handing them any litter as they come around, it would be most appreciated. And make sure to fasten your seatbelt. For safety reasons, please turn off all electronic devices or switch them to airplane mode until after we have landed. Please note the aircraft toilets are now out of use. Thank you.
No more using the two toilets. My first encounter of InsideAgameR was the classic landing of London City. Memorable time. That was when Microsoft Flight Simulator was really broken. It was the worst weather possible. And, you know, we were going into London City. Yeah, I completely ballsed it up. We went off the runway. We crashed. Yeah, that was a good one. I am going to do a compilation of my best landings very soon. Pilot... Krish, why doesn't Toliss release an A320? They won't do it because I think it's been released too much. I think the flight factor is that good, and now it's had its update for better the FPS. There's no need. I think the next one that they're bringing out is the A340, isn't it? His voice annoys me, that pilot thing. Yeah, I will change the voices on the pilot thing soon. Main Streets, anyone flying to Gatwick on VATSIM apparently delays of 1 hour 30. This is why I don't fly VATSIM. Many people ask me why I don't fly VATSIM. That is why, because when you're streaming, there's nothing worse than getting stuck holding or diverting or getting out of the airports. But there you go, Pilot Chris. That's why. I think it's been done to me. You got the JAR 320, you've got the Flight Factor 320, you got the is it? I don't know. There's not any builds. Who's the other one that's done? There's 4 versions. I just don't see them. Yeah, the A340. Yeah, Toliss will do the A340 next. Yeah. Richard is back. Welcome back, Richard. My first time meeting InsideAgameR was actually when London Mac came from Omzi, seeing West driving that day. Now, actually, Arjun, to be fair to me, I tried to record that so much to get that stuff out so fast, the game just kept crashing. The beta stage that I had wasn't that great, so yeah. Gatwick holds average of 40 minutes at the moment. Oof. I have the JAR 320 and it's headache. Anything JAR, I do not fly. The only thing I like about JAR is their ground handling, and that's me done. I seriously just cannot stand JAR. Put it this way, like, I was trying to get the repaints for the ground handling and I couldn't get them to work. I emailed their customer service and took about 5 tickets. They never responded once to me. I find them very rude, very arrogant. They don't like criticism. The JAR A330 is terrible. So yeah, anything JAR now I will not fly. If you're going to go for an A320, you have to go Flight Factor. Or one of the other ones that are there. I would not go with the JAR. But look, the Toliss A319 is probably my favourite. This is the Toliss A321. I think Toliss has done a very good job. I want to get the Bugler when that comes out. And definitely want to have a look at the Toliss A340. Because Toliss has done a good job. I have high expectations of Toliss. Sure. Okay, down under 20,000 feet. Yeah, the support is awful. Seriously, and I know that Brett had a problem with the JAR 330, and he gave some criticisms of like what you could improve on, and they just slagged them off and saying clearly you don't know how to use the products correctly. And, you know, that's not an answer. That's just crap. I imagine everything with VATSIM is heavily influenced by the fact no one can go anywhere or do anything else. Well, the problem with VATSIM is it's a live network, so it's kind of like real life. But look, Gatwick does not hold for 40 minutes to get their aircraft in. Every 30 seconds there's a plane landing and taking off at Heathrow? Like, it has to be like that. But obviously it's not like that because there's a lot to it, but hence why I like Pilot to ATC. At least it gives us some sort of ATC. Job done. In my eyes. They are rude, yeah. So anything JAR now, apart from their ground handling, I don't use anything else. I have that 330. It was updated recently and we did a flight, remember, we had to turn back on ourselves. I don't know where we were going. We left Manchester. and we had to turn around and go back and land because the plane just would not work. I don't know what the A320 is like. Maybe that might be a bit better. I don't know. But Pilot Chris, you're more than welcome to come join the Discord if you want. Come join the VA. This is the virtual airlines if you fly. Here we go. Simply connect. We have a nice NHS charity event next week. We're flying that livery this evening. So you're more than welcome to come fly with us if you wish, if you're a pilot. I'm controlling IVA right now, quiet as anything. IVAO, yeah, it's a bit quieter. I've looked at IVAO. What time we starting RAF? Normal time, 15:15. Yes, please, again, Blixie, if you can be there for 15:15, if you can be up in time. I think you're the only one with the time difference. Meet about 8 o'clock, just to make sure that we're all together and that we're all signed into the same game. 1 minute 30 between departures and takeoff here. Yeah, but I think a plane lands every 30 seconds, I think is when I used to work outside Heathrow. Every 30 seconds. Yeah. Stephen Bradley, at this point, the plane will now descend to all the points that it needs to do. We can take over speeds or anything that we wish. It's already brought us under 240. I'm quite happy with that, where we're at. We need to be under 250 by 10,000 knots. For a lot of you that are new to flying, especially with A-cars, because the A-cars that we use will give you a load of telling off. Yeah, make sure you start flicking them. GBG donated €2, I think it said. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with that thing. It's supposed to buzz in my ear, but it doesn't buzz. I need to have a look at them before next week, actually. It's a good reminder. But if someone did donate, no, they did. Thank you very much. I can't see it on the screen. It's supposed to ping like my other ones. I don't know why it doesn't. But thank you very, very much, whoever that was who donated. Much appreciated. Before COVID, it was 30 seconds. All right. Yeah. It's a bit different now, I suppose. So guys, we're going to hit this at 2,500 by D7.5 DME, so that's 7.5 miles out from the runway. It's pretty windy, so I might ILS it in quite far. Normally I take over about 1,000. We'll see what the wind looks like as we get a bit closer. Yeah, you have to be at 250 knots once you hit under that 10,000 point. Yeah. Glenby Gaming donated. I think Glenby donated already. Oh, it was an OCD moment. It was doing my head in, so I put in 115. Was it at a funny number? Was it now? It's bang on at 115 now, is it? I can't actually see my own screen. Yep, I could. We're getting a bit close for landing, but I can definitely, once we're on the ground, I will tell you all about it.
And report a cleared level to radar 128.05. 128.05,
Okay, we've got a little bit of time. Okay, so what we're doing next week, we wanted to give back to the NHS. Now, unfortunately, the NHS is a broad area. It wasn't as easy as you can just donate to the NHS. You actually have to pick certain sectors, certain things. Obviously, when I was living in England, my parents live in the south of England, and when they've had to use these kind of people, so I thought it was kind of personal to me, probably a bit more than you guys, but we're still looking after the NHS. So who are we actually doing a charity for are the Community First Responders, which is the South Central Ambulance Charity. Now, a little bit about them very quickly. Community First Responders are volunteers trained and deployed by ambulance service to respond to the emergencies in their communities. They're freely giving up their time to help others and are there within minutes with the right knowledge and equipment helping to save lives. Backed up by the South Central Ambulance Service staff, these volunteers are skilled, trained individuals. There is no NHS or government funding for the CFRs. All their equipment is paid by voluntary donations. The charity works across Hampshire, Berkshire, Buckinghamshire, Oxfordshire, as well as supporting our patient transport services in Surrey and Sussex. So they cover quite a lot, guys. Very important. You know, if anything ever happens to us, we'll hope for first response. I think it's a really good cause to give back to some people, and now even in the front line, these guys.
25 altimeter 2976 cleared for the ILS approach
Okay,
to runway 27 right with the LAM transition at Heathrow.
Altimeter 2976 cleared for the ILS approach to runway 27 right with the LAM transition simply 1025.
Okay, so yes, like I was saying, these guys, like I said, even during the COVID crisis, are still out there on the front line. They're giving up, and they all do it for free. They are not paid to do what they do, and most of the time, if you ever see any kind of incidents outside houses, you see that a lot of the first responders are always there before the ambulances. Those people, you know, they are real heroes, and they deserve everything they can get. Everyone donate 12p. Yeah, control and looting ground. I have 2 planes in the next hour. I would recommend IVO for getting experience before moving over to VATSIM. The JAR A320 sucks. Well, there we go. Yeah. Okay. So all this is all looking pretty good. We're going down to flight level 7,000 by this point. You can see it's actually doing all the speeds itself. We don't need to really do much here at this point. So I do like to take over my speed a little bit earlier, but we'll wait till we make the next turn. Now, before you ever hit a glide slope, so when you hit this point here, when you intersect the glide slope, you should always be at full configuration for landing. You should be at speed, flaps, and gear down, which we will remember tonight, guys. Those 3 things are very important by this point. Before you capture the localizer, it should all be done. Now, what we will check here is the 1110.3. If we go to our radio navigation page, so if you press RadNav, you can see the course is 207, 1110.30 is the ILS, 270 is the course, 1110.3 is the ILS, okay? So we know that this is the correct chart for what we are doing today. Okay, we're under 10,000 feet, landing lights on, before we get fined. There we go.
Ladies and gentlemen, the captain has turned on the seatbelt sign. Please fasten your seatbelt and do the posting.
Okay, at this point as well, I'm going to manually control the speed. Let's bring ourselves down just a bit slower so I can talk to you guys while we do it. Okay, first notch of flaps will start going down now, under the 220 mark. And you can see now the speed is going by what I want it to do, but it's still descending, so it's struggling to get down. That's okay. Like I said, it will get down. Should get down at the right time. We are also going to bring in this now, so we can keep an eye on what we're doing. Look, no worries. Look, it's not there to force anyone to donate or anything like that. It's, look, if you can, you know, I think it's important that we try and do something on the channel for a good cause.
Cabin crew, please prepare the cabin for land. Thank you.
Good practice to drop the last setting of flap at the GS capture.
Simply 1025 descend via the LAM transition to 3,000 feet.
Descend to 3,000 feet via the LAM transition. Simply 1025.
Yeah, the Berker Fly, look, there's nothing wrong with it. Like I said, you should be at pretty much full config by that point of the glide slope. That's kind of the gist. So, good practice to drop the last setting flaps at the glide. Yeah, you know, that's what I mean. At that glide point, you should be at full config. So, yeah, you're right. Don't worry, I'm going to probably balls this up. Like I said, I'm no professional at this. I sim for fun. I sim for a long time, and I still make mistakes regularly. So, yeah, don't worry.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are about to land. Please make sure you are seated with your belt fastened and your seat wheels right position.
Maybe I should book a giveaway for the channel. Top of leaderboard for landing rate gets a book. Yeah, you could, mate. So, anyways, like I was saying, I know that in the VA currently, I know Steve Bradley, you're learning, and so you, Brendan Cross. Like, the plane would actually do the speeds correctly for you through the flight plan here. It should stay at 215. Like I said, I like to slow it down because I'm still talking to you guys while we go through everything. And then look at the next one, will be at 178, 146. So yeah, it would do everything for you if you wanted. We obviously need the second notch of flaps as well. And I'm just going to move that up a little bit. So there we go. So we have a look at our points here. FI27R. No point that's interest for us.
Okay, protocol 597, what level can you reach, Pedro?
Remember, hashtag remember the gear down. He's a bus driver, so he doesn't have time unless it's his day off, though. Is this me? At what point do you press the LS button? It doesn't matter. Look, we're coming in now. I'm just before now because I know that we need to intercept soon, so I will now. It's no big deal. You can see, look, you can see the two diamonds. We've already got our landing lights. So look, let's start thinking about a full config for landing now. So we're going to be medium brakes. We're going to be full spoilers armed. Flaps are going to be dropping as we drop speed. I'm going to just take a little bit more speed out here now. Bring us down to the 155. Okay, landing lights are set. Everything else is looking good. Yeah, so everything's looking alright, guys, really. Plenty of time. And we'll now change our standard pressures now over to the Q&H, which we already set 1008. Arjun, remember the gear. Ryan, hello, mate. Yeah, I'll try and get in a sticker emoji if I can. Yeah, that was funny the other night. I was so tired. I don't know what happened.
Good morning, Lexus 91, flight level 250.
So I'm late, had my own flight. No worries, mate. No, there's no drama. Nice to see you here. Most people only come for the landing anyways. Why not manage mode and speed? Because I'm talking to you guys. It comes in a lot faster if you do manage speed. I'm just bringing it in on my own speed just so I can talk to you guys, basically. And we're right on the cusp now for full flaps. So once we start making the turn, I will bring the speed down to our landing of 141. So yeah, for me, it's just to slow it down for the stream. Otherwise, it just happens too fast. And Brendan Cross and Stephen Bradley just want a few tips as they've just started out their journey on X-Plane. Like I said, I'm no professional. There's probably better YouTubers out there for this stuff. But look, just so you kind of get the idea of what I think of. No, actually, to be fair to you though, the key on my joystick actually works for this sim or my gear, unlike Microsoft Flight Simulator the other night.
Simply 1025 altimeter 2976 at Heathrow contact tower on 118.5. Have a good morning.
Altimeter 2976 tower on 118.5, simply 1025.
Because I brought my speed down early, you can see full flaps are now. You can see the F, that's for full flaps, as we now come down to our
tower
landing
simply
speed.
1025 inbound for ILS approach runway 27 right.
Now,
Simply 1025,
all this
good
talking.
morning. Radar contact. Continue ILS to runway 27 right, call when established on final.
Continue ILS to runway 27 right, will call when established on final, simply 1025.
Yes, yes, yes. Okay, so look, we're right on the cusp here. We're on full flaps, spoilers are set, brakes are armed. So what we need to look for now are these pink diamonds. This is your, your latitude and your longitude. Once I start seeing this just move a little bit down, I'm just going to activate the approach mode. Now, if you're doing an RNAV landing, you wouldn't press the LS button, you'll just press the approach at the appropriate time. So yeah, all is good on that front. So very simple at this point. I'm already down, I'm nice and early on the speeds for you guys, just so you can see. That diamond is there. I'm waiting for it just to move down. Once it starts moving, like I said, I will hit the approach mode. You can hit the approach mode now with the ILS. It won't matter. It won't capture till that point. I just like to see it moving. So I don't forget about it, like gear down. That's always good. But, ground spoilers are armed. If you don't know how to arm them, just make sure you flick it up. Flaps are now full. You've got your lights already set, and we're a medium auto brake. Okay. Runway's in sight. It's down here, so I can see the runway. We're looking good. Okay, you can see it's now moving. I'm just going to engage the approach. Could have done that before. It doesn't matter. You've got your speed, your glide slope, and your localizer are all now green. We're going to do a category 3 single. As you can see, once this intercepts here, the plane will start now descending by itself. this point, you have nothing to do if you don't want to. Simply 1025 established on final for ILS runway 27 right.
Simply
Okay,
1025 established on final for ILS runway 27 right.
Simply 1025
who needs
winds
gears?
are 200 at
Okay,
15
gear down
knots, clear
as
to
we're now
land
established.
runway 27 right.
Cabin crew, seats for landing, please.
Cleared to land runway 27 right, simply 1025.
The scenery on the sim looks exactly the same in real life, but which is missing are the London attractions. Yeah. Okay, so look, guys. For any of you learning, you know, this will now bring you all the way down. You wouldn't have to do too much at this point. Take over at like 200 or 300 feet out. Practice your flare. Done. Once you're happy, start pulling yourselves out. Like I said, I take over usually 1,000. It is pretty windy out here, to be fair. See the plane shaking. But this is going to be a rough landing, probably on my point. You can see here, this is till we get to the ground. Speed is fluctuating there. So look, that's holding there. This is kind of holding there. We're 1,700 feet from the ground. 1,000 I usually take over, but you can see the wind is pretty mighty. Yeah, it should do. Mine had a blue arrow that showed me my descent there. Mine is 69. Blue eyes, are you on drugs? So yeah, so look, it's a pretty clear day. We should take over really, but it's a bit windy, so I'm going to wait till we get down a little bit more. And then I will. Like I said, I'm no professional myself. I mess these up probably more than anybody else. And I actually messed them up live, which is worse. But like on windy days like this, if you're playing, I actually suggest to turn weather off for your first few landings maybe. Just get used to the aircraft, how it feels. How do I get cabin announcements? I'm using self-loading cargo, mate.
1,000.
So 1,000 now. Make sure you leave your auto throttles on. So all you're going to want to do is leave auto throttle on, take off your AP, and once you start hearing about 30, retract them to idle. Okay, so we'll talk about it as we come in now. So look, I'm going to take over. This alarm will go off. I have control. All I'm doing now is following this diamond. I don't want it to go too low or too high. I'm going to try and hold on to that diamond the best I can. You see now it's already dropping because I've not descended it enough. So look, try and just, that's the best way to do it. If you leave auto throttle on, it's going to control your throttle for you. You see now we've just dropped too low. This is the bloody stick here now. I
500.
get such a problem with it. Just going to level out now until the diamond comes back down. Hard talking about all this at the same time, but anyways, we're going to do our best. Yeah, still not 100% with this stick.
400.
Fighting the wind a little bit here. Long runway, so we won't worry if we float because I am talking. I'll show you what we're looking for. We've got 2 red, 2 white. Perfect. We need to go over a little bit.
200.
Not make too many big corrections at this point now. So we're going to start hearing the call-outs. Goodbye.
100.
There we go.
50. Minimum. 40. 30. 20.
Retract.
Retard.
Flare.
10. 5.
Oh, I bounced. That was terrible, guys.
Simply 1025 exit runway.
Terrible landing because I was trying to talk. I can't talk and land. I can't do it. I did try for you. I just can't do it. Okay, my reversers are now stuck on. Okay, what's going on here? There we go. So yeah, normally a better landing than that, but hey, I can't do it and talk. I tried. 206, but I bounced badly.
Aircraft have arrived at the gate. You are reminded that all electronic devices should remain turned off until you are in the terminal building.
Landing lights off at this point. Make sure your strobe light goes off. Put on your taxi lights again. Like I said, I do apologise that the landing was not great. It's definitely hard when you're talking. Okay, so if you wanted to, if you're doing another flight, this is where your APU now would start going back on. We'll start taxiing to wherever we're going. We've retracted the flaps. And I don't even know which terminal. I didn't even think about looking really. this point, no screams. Yeah, it bounced a little bit. Look, it's my own fault because I was trying to talk and do it. I just can't. I couldn't do it. I tried, guys. I tried for you. So we came down on one wheel, and I bounced up before I came down hard. Yeah, not my best landing, but hey, at least we landed on our gear today. Why is Heathrow so busy all the time? Anyways, I hope I gave you some, I think the screams are a thing of the past. It's because I actually landed okay. What did I come down at? 200 and something? 206 apparently, so yeah, that's probably why there was no screams, because I landed okay to start with. Yeah, that's why I always normally don't talk when I land, because there's too much to think about. There's too much pressure. Hey, I did my best for you. Hopefully Bradley and Brendan have learnt something from the flight that might help them. Yeah, I didn't actually even think about where I was coming in to land and taxiing. Okay guys, so look, like I said, if you're doing another flight here now at this point, you know, you could restart your APU before you turn off your engines if you wanted to. That's no big deal to us because we are stopping here. Parking brake is set. Engine 1 off, engine 2 off. I'm going to close the A card so we can see how bad the landing really was. Let's see what the landing rate of A cars was. Oh, exactly the same, minus 206. There we go.
Cabin crew, doors to manual, please. Cabin crew, the aircraft is secure. Please open doors. Thank you.
Okay. Okay, they're all done and happy. Let's go into our replay mode. Let's see how bad that was. Oh look, we're right on the money. No, we're too much on the money. Okay, let's find a nice view to see how bad things were. To be fair, it was windy. Get her in. I'm still getting used to my own stick, but here you go, you can see. Yeah. Yeah. Terrible landing. That is nothing to look at, guys. That is the worst landing ever. Yeah, definitely can't talk during landing. Glenn Bixley, no worries, mate. Thanks for hanging out as usual. So what happened there was, I was coming in perfectly, but I pulled up my flare too high. So as the plane went down, it bounced. I flared too high. So that's exactly what I did wrong there. So should have just been a little bit easy on the flare. Like I said, I'm still not used to the new joystick either, which doesn't help. But yeah, I flared too much. As you're going to see now, probably the wings. I don't know how much it will show from this seat, but that's exactly what was wrong. Again, I was trying to talk my way down for people just to show them what I do. So there you go. You see, it's flared too high. Should have come in just a little bit more. So I flared too early. That's an early flare problem. So there you go. But she's down. We're alive, and we landed with gear. There you go. So in the future, probably don't copy me, hey. I don't know, you didn't see my landing the other day though. The only problem with Microsoft Flight Simulator, it goes black, where this would have seen me catch fire. That's the only shame about the whole thing, really. But look, guys, thank you very much for hanging out this evening. It was fun. I'll get Microsoft Flight Simulator sorted out for you guys. I'm sure that's what most people want me to fly. But yeah, I had a good time. The NHS livery is looking good. Thank you for the few donations there, Glenn B. Yeah, look, I'm excited for next week. We'll see what next week does. Can you show your version of the A321? Just checking if the problem is version related. The version I am using is 1.1 high definition. 1.1 high definition. Oh, runway threshold view. Okay. Which view's that? Don't actually have that key assigned. Where's this plane coming in? Where the hell am I? There. Yeah. See, I was blaring. Oh, it looks even worse when you look at it from that view. Toliss manual general settings. I do have the Neo engines, I just didn't use them because it doesn't work with the repaints. I have the Neo engines, don't worry. Go to Toliss. Oh, where are those engines? I definitely have the Neo engines. I actually, you know what? It's a different aircraft on my save. That's what it is. But yeah, I do have the Neos. It still doesn't excuse that terrible landing, anyways, so that doesn't really matter. Thank you for not breaking the A321. I nearly broke it. Steg noise, mate. Catching a bit. So look, guys, thank you all for watching. Hopefully I will see you at the next one. Tomorrow night will be a bit of fun. We're doing something a bit different tomorrow, some multiplayer action. I think it's going to be a laugh, so hopefully I'll see some of you guys for that. Thank you for all the mods, members. Thank you to everyone that's hanging out as usual. Richard, Harvey, Main Streets, Bart, Steg, Ryan, Nut. Nice to see you here, Nut. Stephen Bradley, Glenn Bixley, Brendan Cross. Hopefully your landing goes better than mine. Richard, Curtis Hard, Robbo, everyone else that kind of stuck out. Stephen Mansell. Yeah, there's probably lots more. Thank you for everybody as always, and I will see you at the next one. Bye for now.